welcome to my channel. It is me, Jerry, back again, and it's been a while. It's been a minute since I've done a video, but this year, don't worry, I'm gonna try to be as consistent as possible. I'm going to work on my uploading abilities. So today we're going to be talking about things I've learned last year and situations, and it's very much an informative video. So grab your journal. You may get some stuff that you need that can help you in life. Okay, let's get into the video. So a big event that happened to me last year is that a friend of mine, one of my closest friends that knows me, our friendship ended, and we had a friendship where we were both on that level of wanting to improve ourselves. So we would share information with one another about ways and tricks to improve ourselves, and that was our friendship. And it's interesting that how as we were getting to know ourselves more, our relationship was coming to an end. And in that relationship, I still love her and I care for her a lot, and maybe one day our friendship can come back together. You never know, but it is what it is. At this point, it is what it is. In our friendship ended, I learned two things. One thing is that our relationship ended, and then I made new friends afterwards. And the things that I had needed in the friendship, it did not seem, or it wasn't like it was a lot, or I was asking for too much. That it came naturally to the other friends. What I needed, I got easily, and it was not it was not like I was doing too much, like I was being like I wasn't asking for too much. And I also think another thing that I learned while that friendship ended is that my perspective on what I want from friendship has changed, in the sense that I want, friendships are like any other relationship. You're going to have uncomfortable conversation. There's a element of vulnerability to it, and you have to work on it. So now I want friendships that are intentional. I want intentional friendships, and we grow and help and support each other. And that's the type of friendships I want now. It's the same as last year, because I still want the same things, but now I am more, it's a relationship. I need to work on it, and I have to try to implement ways where we can communicate better, because I want long-lasting friendships. I want long-lasting relationship with people, and that's what I want, you know what I mean? Another thing that I've learned a lot from last year is how important self-love is. Loving yourself, being kind, being there for yourself is important, and it changes your whole perspective on life, period. Because it made me set boundaries, and it was naturally setting boundaries, because as I loved myself and I understood my value and my worth, I didn't tolerate disrespect as much as I did before. I just moved differently because I loved myself and I valued myself, and it boosts, and my confidence level increased because I am not insecure as much as I was before. I'm still insecure about certain things, but I've just loved, and my view on my insecurities and my negative self-talk has changed because I just love who I am as a person. Another thing that's important in life, putting yourself first. You should put yourself first. I understand that in some situations where we need to put other people's need in front of ours, in sense of you gotta cancel plans, you might gotta do something for someone, but at least, at the very least, put your mental health first. Or you should know about what you need to keep your mental health up as a float, or you need to just keep you happy or in good spirits, in a peaceful mindset. And when you know these things, try to do it. If it's just at the bare minimum, sleeping, eating, simple stuff that you just need to be a decent human being, please do it. Please create that balance that you need in your life. And I don't know about you, but I need those things so that I can keep myself afloat. So putting yourself first is needed to keep to keep relationships good. generally speaking. And then this brings me into my next point about having a season where you focus on yourself, because I had come out a season of like depression and suicide and stuff, and that period happened because I lost sight of my purpose in life, and I was constantly putting people's needs ahead of mine, and it just made me feel depleted and depressed. Basically, that was happening. So I had to go through a period afterwards of focusing on myself and rebuilding and nourishing, spiritually, mentally nourishing myself back to health. And in that, I think we all need to have that season where we focus primarily on what we want, what we need. And it's not just about just getting candy because I feel like getting candy, but it's also about being real and honest with yourself and finding ways to improve yourself and being more diligent on improving yourself. That brings me to this point. Do not lie to yourself. I feel like I say this a lot in general. Do not lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about where you are in life and who you are to people and to yourself. Be honest about it. And that honesty may look harsh sometimes. Not harsh, but you may you may have to like tell yourself, all right, get up, Najari. You know what you have to do. Get it together. Work hard. Do X, Y, and Z. Sometimes you may have to be kinder to yourself, or being like, it's okay, Najari. People make mistakes. Just calm down. It's alright. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to create this balance of being kind to yourself, loving yourself, but also not being delusional about it. Being honest with yourself. Don't be delusional about your self-love journey. Don't boost your ego unnecessarily, because I believe we all have ego. It's natural, but don't boost it unnecessarily. Give yourself, be confident in yourself in the right areas that you need to be. I will be talking more about these topics in this video. Another video, we will get into it, self-love and what's not. But don't be delusional about it, but love yourself. Another thing is, do not lie to yourself. As I said, don't lie to yourself. Another thing is, get yourself together. Start working on yourself. What I mean is, do not get trapped into this cycle of just watching or reading self-help things and motivating things, having your notebook, but not putting it into practice, not implementing it. Be honest to yourself, be real with yourself, and get yourself together. Get to work, do that work. If you being honest to yourself, like, I need to lose weight, start doing it. Start small and go bigger. I don't believe that you go and do the biggest thing, like you just go and change your whole diet, because you could easily get off of that. But if you start small, just cutting out sodas a couple of weeks, and then start cutting out X and Y foods, no fast food, and going slowly but surely, and you should easily is not the right word, but you should start making progress. So start working on yourself. Get it together. I am telling you what needed to be set, okay? Because I find myself in this trap, this cycle too, of reading all these books but not implementing it, or implementing it for a short period and then going back into my habitual ways. So, also, another thing, a period I went through last year was loneliness. When you are lonely, you put yourself in an awkward position to be used and to be abused by people, because it gives an era of desperation to you, where you will do a lot of things that you may not be willing to do in a better mindset, a better mind space, right? And you're just putting yourself in a weird position. Don't look for love in your loneliness. I believe personally that there's a healthy loneliness. I don't know if loneliness would be the right word, but if you feel genuinely fulfilled in your life, genuinely happy in your life, and then you're looking for that person or your partner or your friendships, and you realize that there's a spot that you need and you're looking for that, I think that's quite alright, but that's a healthy way of doing it. But if you're desperate, desperation, babes, it does not look good on you, it does not look good on me, and I had to learn that the hard way last year, when it comes to loneliness. Okay, I'm not going to tell you, but there's a story about it. There's a story. The next thing that I've learned is how important your environment affects you. What you focus on affects you. The environment, it affects you. That could be social media, that could be your family, your friend group. If you're in a toxic environment, you will feed into your toxicity within you. Your environment can change you. It can change your morals. It could change whatever you have going on in your life. And I love how people like to say that we are leaders, and I don't got follower mindset. Yes, here when girls argument, I need a follower as a leader, and we all are. I'm sad to say this, but we are a follower of something. But you need to be intentional on what you are following and what you're consuming your mind with. What are you? Are you just following celebrity gossip? Are you gossiping about people around you? Are you hypersexualizing yourself? What are you doing? And how is your environment inducive to such, mindsets and decisions you make? So your environment is important. So be mindful on what you are giving your time on. I think I've talked about all the things that I needed to talk about in this season, in today's episode, So that is it, and I hope that you got something from it and that you learned something from this. So bye, love you.